Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the vibrant Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, and Alman Omakar. Spinomi is the man who is really hoping that April sees the end of Shingo Lamingo's stranglehold on the AWE. It is almost time for reassessment for this audit. That's our April, and let's keep in mind that that's also the build to Ticket to Paradise. It's not that time yet, so our main event, I gotta explain a little bit to those who might not be in the know. Mondo was actually originally scheduled to be in the Golden Ticket Qualifier in our second match tonight. Pai threatened Shingo Lamingo, not physically, but with lawyers, and Shingo, I think, is using this essentially as I don't want to say a show of strength, but, you know, Shingo does not take lightly to threats. She has not only removed Mondo from that matchup, but has put him in the main event with not just his job on the line, but his entire timeline. And when you think about that, that affects so many other Danganronpa characters here in the AWE. I don't really know what to say, but I don't like it. That is what I can say. It is unfortunate for Mondo. Mondo literally had nothing to do with any of this, but we still have a very fun show on the horizon as well as this sudden main event. We have On versus Margaret. We've got the OC champions in a champion versus champion fight before their title defenses this Saturday at OC Revolution. I'm talking about Jay Warlen. I'm talking about Woken one-on-one tonight. They have been in the ring one-on-one together, but that was in the middle of a gauntlet. Tonight, they'll both be completely fresh. We'll see which OC champion reigns tall. You know what? We'll talk about that during the match. We actually have a battle of redheads or orange heads, or who knows. Flair and Futaba go one-on-one tonight after Flair has gotten some training from Miss Deity Miku. Mitarai, Dante, and whoever the new third person is in that match will have a golden ticket qualifier. And to start things off, let's talk about it. These two teams went extreme before in the past in a match that turned into a handicap match, then got essentially tossed out when Mona came back and attacked. And then we had just a brawl that pursued, to which honestly Mona and Cherry did stand tall. Let's talk about what's going on here as the stars go black in our opening match here at AWE Rebellion. And out first, a couple of weeks ago we found out that she is a real sicko. She is the one who wanted this match. She said specifically, I want my lick back on Cherry and I want my lick back on Mona. She said she wasn't at 100%, but now that she's taking down, or rather taken Miku out of commission, out of the AWE for the IRC, she is more than ready to handle Cherry and Mona here tonight. It is Extreme Rules. It's Tornado Tag. No tags to be made. It is going to be pure anarchy, pure chaos. Pinfall or submission will win this fight. We'll see who's able to do it. Raggy. Neru is dangerous. We have often called her the most dangerous member of the IRC, if that ain't the truth. she's a little scary. More than a little scary. Let's talk about it really. She is the one who came through. She pulled thumbtacks outside from under the ring, dropped them all over the mat, tossed Miku's head into them, and then slammed the back of Me Too. Not Me Too, thankfully it's not me that got slammed onto the back of Janice as well. That's something that I would not want to be happening to me. I don't know how Miku's still, I guess she's not fighting. She is out here training now. And there is one of the most spiteful people in the AWE, but I will say, had a real never say die attitude when it came to being in a 2-on-1 situation against Cherry and Mona a couple of weeks ago. Welcome back to the ring, the Samurai Woman, Sarah Chidoan. She was the final tables champion, and I think it is worth mentioning that this Friday, Shingo Lamingo will be, as I'm being told, having a ceremony to officially reinstate that tables championship. I've just heard about this recently. It's concerning because I don't know what she's doing. I'm sorry. Sarah's here. Let's talk about it. Sarah Chidoan, Samurai Woman, right here, right now. We'll talk. I guess we'll worry about what Shingo's doing at some other point. They're going 2-on-2. It's gonna be Mona and Cherry. I probably should. Anywho, that's not for me to discuss. In fact, here is Mona, a woman who has brought new meaning to nose diving into nothing, to crash landing. She is selling sheets, t-shirts like nobody's business. They might not be, you know, flattering t-shirts. They're literally of her just going woo towards the ground with nobody there. But she's taking it in stride. She is taking it in stride. She knows that the one top row move that she did hit, it was enough to take Sarah down. So she might miss 90% of the shots that she takes, but the one that she does hit is fatal. Mona Magistus with her tag team partner and dear friend, Cherry, is also here. Cherry impressed the world not too long ago, really had like a resurgence. We talk about characters having resurgences here in the AWE, and Cherry seems to be one of the more recent ones. In a 2-on-1 assault, she had a real never say die attitude. Will that translate to in-ring competition tonight? It is a really pivotal time, especially in the tag team division. We got new champs in. Crack the whip, so any win in a tag team match, you know, right before Ticket to Paradise. All I'm saying is those titles will be defended as it's kind of an unwritten rule here at the AWE that all titles are defended, that can be defended, or rather, yeah, I guess all titles really generally are defended at our major live events. 2-on-2. And it's on at least all official AWE titles, like the Nice Championships were never defended, but you know, it is what it is. Oh. And oh my gosh, Sarah immediately biting the ear of Mona, goodness. Gosh, the referee powerless to stop it. Maybe they're both sickos. Goodness gracious. And I do want to point out, if you saw it right over there, it was Cherry. I was honestly dueling it out very well with Neru. And, oh! Miscommunication there was going after Cherry. Cherry stepped out of the way, and that move connected on Sarah instead. Goodness. Cherry proves to continue to be the weakness of Neru. A dragon screw on that leg. I believe, I don't know for certain, but I believe this is one pinfall wins it all. And again, just a step faster than Neru. Cherry, as I was saying earlier, is on the 9s. Here tonight, Sarah and Mona, however, going one-on-one on the other side. Sarah steps back in the ring, but look who's coming to help immediately is Cherry, but then steps right back out saying Mona's probably got this. No, is actually going diving at Neru, but misses wildly. Just scoots like right in front of her face, maybe taking tips from her tag team partner in Mona. Goodness. Double axe, and now they are working together against the Hydromancer. The Seer of Fate, but a reversal by Mona is not enough to last for long. Going after Cherry now, they've switched partners, and look at that scraping at the eyes and the forehead of Cherry, bringing her down. Neru now dueling out with Mona. Cherry firing back on Sarah. Quick combinations and goes right after the knee. Powerbomb position. And a buckle bomb stopped by Sarah. Hold on a minute. We were talking about the resurgence we saw essentially from Cherry last time, but in that brawl, Sarah had a real never say die attitude as well. It took so long for the two of them together to take Sarah down. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case this time. DDT by Neru. Center of the ring, 1, 2. Just barely 2. Apparently, according to the referee, off the ropes. Moonsault doesn't land. Mono rolled out of the way. And again, Sarah not coming in to help, still going after Cherry. And that in turn stopped Mona from, oh my gosh! She zoomed through the air. Goodness gracious. Rolled over, and now it's Neru, the one who's going diving, a big splash on the Mona. And it looks like this team going to the ropes to say, hey, Mona, this is how it's done. They are not missing these top rope maneuvers. It's Extreme Rules. It is a match for the sickos, and a ladder's been brought into this fight. Pushing it right there. Neru gets out. Ooh, flying with that drop kick, but Mona catches Neru before getting right back up. Sarah stepping out of the way. Cherry trying to give deliver big chops. Oh my gosh, just punched Sarah right off the apron. And Mona right on the attack afterwards, but again, Sarah, a shot to the gut. Neru jumping back in the ring, going after her biggest op in Cherry, but Cherry right there, ready and waiting, steps back in the ring, but Sarah breaks it up. It has been a hot action here tonight against these 4. And a knee strike sends Cherry down as well. It is looking, I was gonna say it's looking really bad for specifically Mona. Everyone else is doing okay, never mind, it's looking bad for Cherry now too. Big kick and a tornado kick reversed. That kendo kick reversed, and now Cherry has an opportunity to turn this match around in favor of her team. It's Extreme Rules, falls don't count on the outside. Remember, there's a match for the sickos, and ain't nobody as sick as Neru. Akita Neru, no, that's a sicko, a sicko Neru, whatever. Standing right back up. And a kick to the guts of Cherry. Mona thinking about stepping back in the ring. No, climbing Mona, what are you doing? Mona, what are you? Dropped, but still didn't really catch Neru. And Neru said, yeah, you scratched my back. Whoops-a-daisy, kicked up afterwards. Mona doing Mona things, and that is not hitting top rope moves. You don't love to see it, but I'll tell you what, at least she's consistent. Wait a minute. Neru all alone. Off the ropes. Catching Cherry though. Oh my gosh. Almost onto the ladder. That would have been despicable. I've said it over and over again. Oh, she tried to stop her. Desperately tried to stop her as kicks land. Knee strike sends Mona wobbly legs. Drag to the middle. Oh my gosh, they're kind of getting wrecked right now. Drag towards the middle, and this is the brawl that you know you want to see if you're in the IRC. But Cherry does have a signature and a finisher. Mona is on top of that ladder. Oh no, thank goodness. Almost, oh my gosh, turned inside out, that Neru clothesline. That Baka breaker, 1-2, Cherry burns. And Mona might be right after her for 1, 2, and she is just like that. This is not looking good. Is this gonna hit? Almost hit both of them. Caught Mona on the way down, but Cherry's still alive. And what is this coming from Cherry? I'm not entirely sure what Cherry was gonna do there. Went for a drop kick, nobody's home, but a kendo stick is home to the back of Cherry. Into the ropes, and big kick again. Mona in there ASAP to break that thing up. But now she's got to deal with a Sarah who's got 2 finishers. It's a scary time. But she takes her down. Right now, I don't know what the path to victory is. They have to use both of their finishers on one of the members of the IRC. Wait a minute. Oh, wait! To the eyes! Powder to the eyes! So she could never see! That shot, the best shot in her book, 1-2, but Sarah kicks out. What a combination from those two. Stars aligned right to the back of the neck of Sarah. Pinfall right afterwards, again, might be good work. 1, 2, no, just 1. I do want to point out now, they might have turned this all around in their favor with some powder. Maybe ectoplasm, I'm not sure what Cherry was carrying, but from the top rope, and Mona looking to do the same thing herself. A shooting star into the trash can kick out. This is insane. Sarah burns. They have a chance. They have an opportunity. Oh, man. Mona's got a finisher. If this lands, wait a minute. 1, 2. Sarah able to survive. Dude, okay, this became so high octane. Stars the line again, but Sarah's up and breaks it up. That could have been resiliency, could have been no more resiliency in this fight. Oh, but Sarah, she's still got 2 finishers. Mona with the reversal, DDT. But rolls out of the way. Neru still got resiliency. Mona trying to do something about it. Cherry on the outside, but look at Neru catching the legs and swinging Mona to the side. Dropkick doesn't land on the outside by Cherry. Sarah, Cherry, Neru, Mona. Mondo with a reversal, a shot to the gut. But reversing right back is Neru, and I want to point out Neru's got a signature right now. Nobody's going to make it in time. Reversal of the signature on the outside. And what is Neru thinking here? Whatever she was thinking, Mona made the wise decision, knew that her partner was down. What is this contraption Sarah's making? Up and down. Shades of Ryoma. Look at this contraption. It's a trash can on top of a ladder? That's dangerous. Oh no. Wait. Cherry reversing again. But it's, oh my gosh, we talk about the sickos. That is a baseball bat covered in barbed wire. Look, Sarah. Sarah, this might be the end of her. Popped up and took her to the graveyard. 1, 2. Cherry gets the pinfall. And Mona flops at the end. A big victory from these two in an amazing fighting back scenario. Early doors, it was all IRC. It looked like it was going to be the end for Cherry and for Mona, but you never say die. This is what turned things around. Ectoplasm to the eyes. And then the stars, they aligned. After that, Sarah was on wobbly legs, maybe couldn't see for the rest of the matchup. And so they targeted that offense. A beautiful maneuver from the top rope from Cherry, and then a shooting star into the trash can on Neru, but Neru kept up right after that, too. That's crazy. That's crazy work. This was a match legitimately for the sickos. Sarah was setting something up but never got a chance to use it. Up and over and down. But inside the ring, popped her up, sent her to the graveyard. 1, 2, 3. And at the end, for good measure, Mona goes flopping. Hey, Mona, we love this gimmick. Hey, but as we said, when she hits her moves, she hits her moves. You saw that shooting star press. Nasty. Into the trash can, nasty. Okay, that was actually a very fun tag team match. Okay, girls. You have to think about this. They had a stellar performance here. Tag team titles on the line and Ticket to Paradise stars. Could you see them in that match? We will find out. And speaking of things that we need to find out, this next Sunday there is no Rebellion because this Saturday it will be OC Revolution. But in that regard, make sure that you vote for your golden ticket submissions voting. That will close 7 days from now. Get your votes in. Those matches will be starting to happen, I believe, that Friday afterwards. So keep your eyes peeled. Ticket to Paradise is right around the corner. And tonight, we find out who's going on to the golden ticket match. It's Mitarai, it's Dante, and it's somebody else, as the stars go. Black. And out first, a man who whose stocks just keep rising here in the AWE. Will they continue to rise here tonight without Deity Miku by his side? Now, I've heard that these four, I'm talking Kyutaro, I'm talking Chi-Chi, I'm talking Futaba, I'm talking young Mitarai. They all do still go to see Miku at her training camp. In fact, they are there a lot. They're there a whole lot. They help her train. She continues to help them train. They still are her friends. They are not just her disciples. They are her friends. A lot of respect to the disciples of Miku. A shame for Miku, who quit the AWE. But I'll tell you what, it hasn't been terrible for the disciples since. It's like the deadly target that was on the disciples this entire time, where their timelines were being threatened by Shingo and Mingo. It looks like that has waned down. And unfortunately for everyone else, it looks like she's gone off to target other unfortunate souls. But out next, the hands of time just keep on turning. This is a man who has looked phenomenal in defeat over the past few weeks. Sure, he lost to Skeletor, sure, he lost again. Those two will be going one-on-one at Ticket to Paradise in a match type that will be named at some point in the near future. That being said, we're talking about this man's Dante. Can you imagine if he wins this match and wins Golden Ticket? That same night or the night after, I'm not entirely sure because Ticket to Paradise will be a 2-night event. He could cash in on Skeletor or on Gin. So I want to put that out there. Phoenix, right? Oh, that's not Phoenix. That's a man who made Robbie Rotten into a star. In fact, we have two people here in this match who made Robbie Rotten into a star. Are you telling me there's a world where the Viper Randy Orton enters the Golden Ticket match? Everyone would have to be on high alert if that were the case. Oh boy. Goodness gracious. Let's see how it all plays out tonight. Randall in a triple threat elimination match against a rising star in Dante and a rising star in Mitarai. Mitarai, who actually just pinned the Ring General. Well, alright. Randy Wright, it is good to see you. Ace Attorney, Randy Orton, we love to see this man. He is the Viper, and tonight, he could be on his way to being Mr. Golden Ticket. He is a former Mr. Money in the Bank one time. Mr. Money in the Bank, I think two-time Rumble winner. Will he, in the AWE, hold another briefcase, the Golden Ticket? Mitarai. Dante. Randall. And it's on. Randy and Mitarai starting this thing off in, okay, almost an Io Sky looking uppercut there. And uppercut to the back of, just uppercutting everybody, Randy Orton is. Goodness. Suplex right afterwards. Now, when it comes to in-ring IQ, there's almost none better than Randy. The master of the three most dangerous letters in sports entertainment, RKO. He has a cutter like none other, went for a moonsault there. Both members, other members of this match not going too well after that, as Randy is going right for the neck of Mitarai. I don't know, because Randy's only had one other match in the AWE. Granted, it was a fantastic one. I don't believe, I know Mitarai wasn't. I don't believe Dante was in that match either. He might have been. This may be the first time Randy's mixing up with either of these two, and we'll keep it a buck with you. It also might be the first time Dante's mixing up with either of these two. And the same with Mitarai. This may be a first time any of these three are fighting in any combination each other. I just don't remember if Dante was in, if they were in that that gauntlet eliminator that Robbie Rotten won. On the ropes. What is Dante thinking? They're going for a suplex. Randy going out of the ring, and I want to point out Randy's had a history of back issues. I believe he has a shoulder blade that really gets very wonky. Hopefully that does not affect him in this matchup. Right now it doesn't seem like it. He's the freshest of the opponents here tonight, and he's not going to be breaking up any pins. They're already down for two. As Randy right behind Dante, sending them down with a leveled strike. Remember, this is triple threat match. This is anything goes. It's elimination. Nobody's brought out any weapons though. Things are still staying pretty kosher in this triple threat. Ooh, drop kick. And then also, I don't know how he got that. It got Randy and the referee. My gosh, Mitarai. Dante turn around, super kick to the back of the head. Here's the thing. Everyone's been just going after that clock. Super kicks to that clock. And that clock is now orange. That's the last thing you want to hear if you're a Dante fan. This early in the match. And to hold on a minute, popped up and sent down. And a kendo stick does not land. Knocked out of the hands of Dante. And they're going in the corner. Mitarai, ooh, I was going to say gonna follow, but ducked out of the way. Randy has him on the shoulders. But Mitarai evades, gets out of it, but needs to actually now be prepared for Dante right behind. They caught him by surprise. And catching Randy as well. Going one-on-one with a 14-time world champion and Randy Orton. Could be a 15-time this time next month. We will see, though. Oh, my gosh! Hit Randy with a cutter of his own! The disrespect! That's how you get punted. I don't know if you should be doing that, young Mitarai. Stomp to the arm. And then sending that arm into the mat. Shoulder first. And I talked about those shoulder blades causing Randy great issues. Apparently, maybe Mitarai was ready for this. He knew that Randy could have been his opponent at one point, so maybe he did study up. This is a long ways away. Dante, they got him, though. Elbow straight to the heart. But from behind, Randy was trying to get ready for him. 1, 2. Not resiliency. Thought it could have been, but it's not resiliency from Mitarai. Remember, he's trained more than that. He's definitely trained in the past. Randy unintentionally just saved Mitarai from going right to sleep. And I think Mitarai then just saved Randy, and nobody's letting Dante hit that GTS. 1, 2, ooh, no, just 1. Oh, dragging Mitarai towards the corner. Dante actually, hold on, I think Mitarai may have reversed the GTS. May have reversed that nap time. Hold on. Pinfall. Randy right now is actually slightly the worst in terms of vitality. But that can all change with one RKO, and he's very close to having one. But big chops from Dante. They're trying to work their way back up in this fight. Double underhook, took a step back afterwards and dropped him right on the spine. Lower spine as kendo sticks are really starting to decorate this ring. One, but just one for Randy. No resiliency's burned in this fight. Big kick to the chest of Dante. Mitarai back up and now going after Randy, but Randy rolls out of the way. He's now got an RKO, unleaded, tossed into the ropes. But a reversal, oh my gosh, but oh, wait a minute, might have just saved himself. RKO onto Mitarai. 1, 2, resiliency's burned. The Viper in control. Into the ropes. Oh, but not in control anymore, busted wide open. Mitarai has to fight through this, but oh my gosh, Dante might be in danger himself now. As a beautiful transition, you can see the back of Mitarai now is taking a shellacking in this fight. Dante may be burning resiliency here. 1, 2, he does not. They do not burn resiliency. Dante is still surviving in this matchup, but from behind, slinking into the ring like a Viper. Randy goes right after Mitarai, has a signature and may be thinking, whatever he was thinking. Dante was like, I want no part in that. Targeting every single limb, waiting for Randy to finish before dropping him with that kendo stick. No, that actually might be enough to take Mitarai out. 1, 2. Mitarai gone. Mitarai gone. Neckbreaker. Randy has the finisher. Mitarai the first person out in this fight. I'm not sure what Dante is doing. Jumped and ooh, missed the drop kick. Keep in mind, Dante styles resiliency, but so does Randy. And a kick to the chest. And a second. And a clothesline right afterwards. And a chair shot right to the clock. And stunning, oh man, stunning Dante in the middle of the ring. And calling Dante up. Ladies and gentlemen, RKO! That is 1, that's 2, and that's gotta be resiliency from Dante. It's looking like Randy goes on to ticket to paradise. Hold the phone, wrenched in deep. Has him right where he wants him, into the ropes. Kick lands. Dante, they are going to have to fight. Fight like the devil against Randy. Off the ropes. Ooh. Hits that move. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards. I don't know if that's a great idea. 1. Because Randy was still just down for 1. Elbow drop lands right on the throat. Randy felt that one. And again, Dante calling for Randy to get up. Here's the thing. One good reversal and it could be over for Dante. And that might be the reversal that Randy was looking for. A kick right to the arm. Gets the kendo stick. And Dante gets cracked in the head. Wailed away on. Randy trying to pop the clock off of the head of Dante. And he's going to that place. He's hearing those voices. Middle rope. I was going to say the voices ain't never told him to go to the middle rope. Into the ropes. Goes underneath. Blocks. Oh, but a reversal from Randy. It's over for Dante. It is all but over. RKO on the horizon. Everybody set your watches back. RKO center of the ring. 1, 2, and go. Oh! I would have put money on it. Oh, Anaconda Vice! I was gonna say I would have put money on it. That right there, we were gonna see Randy Orton go to Ticket to Paradise, but somehow Dante, hey, we've talked about Dante and his incredible, insane resilience. But once again, he is in there with a 14-time world champion. one of the greatest professional wrestlers, not just of his generation, but of all time. Elbow drop doesn't land. Dante realizes this might be his one opportunity to get one over on the Viper. Into the corner. Kendo stick in hand. Tries to wear him down for one more shot. Tried to stab him with that kendo stick. Dragging him over towards the ropes, but able to get the elbows right into the gut of Orton. Sends him into the ropes. Sick and nasty with that neck breaker. And going to get that kendo stick again. No, going top rope. Going all the way up. Big splash, but nobody's home. Randy gets out of the way. Scoop slam doesn't land. Reversed into a reverse DDT. Center of the ring. What are the boys doing here tonight? Goes out of the ring. Dante's looking for something. He needs some extra damage, and ain't no more damaging item than the steel steps being brought inside the ring. This is what you have to do. This is where you have to go to deal with a 14-time world champion. He's calling. Oh my gosh, they're calling for him right near the steps. Clothesline. Oh, I think the back of his shoulder blade grazed the steel steps. Is that going to be enough to burn resiliency? 1, 2. It is not. Randy gets the shoulder up. Dante can't believe himself. There's blood pouring all over the mat. And oh my gosh, Nita's head into the steel steps. But Randy's still somehow surviving. But catches his arm. Clothesline from behind. Randy again going to that place. Hearing those voices. Tossing Dante into the ropes and a scoop slam. Classic Orton. No. Randy, no. He hears the voices. Dante, no. Oh no, not onto the steel steps. RKO. 1, 2, and going to Ticket to Paradise is Randy Orton. Dante almost took Randy to the limit, but the steel steps may have been their downfall. 1, 2, not enough. When you are talking about an apex predator, what can I say? This elbow drop to the heart. Mitarai took a lot of sustained damage. I think a lot of that blood on the mat is Randy's. I think he might have been the only person to be busted open in this fight, and that is a testament to how tough Randy Orton is. And here's the thing. Mitarai turned around out of nowhere into an RKO, and it was enough for 1, enough for 2, and enough to not quite get the job done. But right afterwards, Dante was in major danger as well. Major danger. At the end of this, towards the end of this rather, RKO landed. This is where we all thought it was over. We were like, Randy's going to Ticket 2, and somehow at 2.9, Dante got the shoulder up, but one more. And it was all over. He got him. He got him nasty. Dante is admittedly lucky that that clock head didn't go into the steel steps on the way down. That would have been awful. But it is Randy Orton, who almost competed for the Fight Forever Championship, but now competes instead in the Golden Ticket matchup. It is a major heavy battle. It is Randy Orton, who's not, not major heavy, but Randy Orton versus Polonia versus Eggman. Oh boy is all I can say. Give me the stars. Thank you. We must go on though. Randy goes to Ticket to Paradise like an apex predator as well. Keep that in mind. What can I say? Dante again, and this is what I keep saying. Dante keeps looking like a star, but can never quite get that 1, 2, 3, at least over the past couple of weeks. And he has missed out on Ticket to Paradise unless Dante finds a shot in that last chance. We will see if that happens. We must go on. It is a little redhead versus redhead. After a little extra training from a deity, Futaba and Flair go one-on-one tonight as the stars go black. We waste no time in between these because it is a 6-match card and one match I fear for tonight. It's been a long time. At least it feels like it's been a long time since we've seen Futaba come out solo. No Chi-Chi by her side, no Deity Miku, no Kyutaro, no Mitarai. It is a completely fair 1v1 with a two-time tag team champion and winner of Tag Team of the Year, Futaba and Chi-Chi. Futaba's here. Congratulations to her. Let's see what she's going to be able to do here tonight. She is in a, I guess, kind of a friendly scrimmage. I guess a friendly showcase match, I suppose. Flair goes one-on-one with Futaba. The stock of Flair would go up being able to pin, what, a former 2-time tag team champion. We know that Futaba is a master strategist, and Flair is going to have to deal with that tonight. I gotta imagine that Futaba's not gonna be holding back as she takes a shot at the audience, which is crazy. Futaba versus Flair, who apparently is paying tribute to the Phenomenal One with this song. Flair is here. Flair has had some major ups and downs here in the AWE. Has many times been not able to get the job done. Very recently got kind of destroyed by March 7th, but let's keep it a buck with you. There's no shame in that. March is on a completely different league than it feels like every single person in the AWE. Tonight, though, Flair goes one-on-one with Futaba in a friendly match. Flair's been doing some additional training with Deity Miku. May have a new move or two. We'll see if she's able to get the job done. One-on-one, and it's on. Flair immediately going after Futaba. This is going to be a hard match to call for me because, man, do I see almost a mirror match in terms of attire. Red hair, gray pants, goodness. Clothesline right back by Futaba, though. Futaba, as I said earlier, is not going to make this easy for Flair. It is a little exhibition match. It is a one-on-one, and now wrenching at that neck and sending Flair down. What is this? Ooh, goes for a knee strike. Nobody's home. Flair rolled out of the way. Big chop. Punch right to that, and a drop kick to the back. Stomp to the ankles. And what is going on here? A little figure four, but holding on to the leg. That's a little bit more aggression that we see from Flair nowadays. We talk about the training that's been done. Turns around. Still able to get the axe handle off. Right to the back. We're seeing more focused attacks, wasting a little bit less energy from Flair. That's what we heard, admittedly, from Deity Miku saying, hey, you put your all into your moves, let gravity do the work for you. Using her own body weight with that top rope move. But once again, Futaba is not going to make that easy. And here's the thing, we haven't seen Futaba in singles action in a long time, which means Flair, I feel like, is going to really have to worry about things happening in the corner below her waist. Because usually, Futaba will send you into the corner and make a tag. There's no tag there, so she might go kicking. And I really don't want that for Flair. I don't want that for most anyone. There's a couple people I like, yeah, get them. Stood right back up, Futaba. Back in control, looking to come back into this matchup. Turns Flair around, but Flair dragon screw the leg. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Futaba really holding the leg after that. I hope the Futaba's okay. That was not great. Clothesline. Right back afterwards by Flair. Flair taking a step back, stomp to the arm. Lit up by the arm again and sitting down and wrenching that arm back. Futaba crawling into the corner. And what is, oh yeah, Flair again using the ropes with the arm. It's one of those things that we are now seeing Flair actually thinking about a lot of these moves. Using her own body weight, expending less energy, making everything around her do work for her. That training from Miku may have paid off another double X. Didn't do anything fancy, but now going to the corner, and this is a move that we usually see from Flair, but usually it's in a finishing capacity. This time, hits it early so it doesn't take too much out of her. That's one. That's two. That's not resiliency from Futaba, though. But what are we seeing here? Kick to the gut. Wait a minute. We saw this in training. Calls it combustion. Right to the head of Futaba. 1, 2. Kick out resiliency's burn. That was nasty. Using the torque and gravity to drop you right on your face. 1, 2. This is a Flair like we've never seen her. Stood back up, but once again, Futaba. That's a smart competitor, a wise competitor, knows that, hey, okay, I got a little banged up there, but it ain't over. It ain't even close to over. Look at that, going right after the leg, saying, okay, still using that as a signature I see. Let me take these legs down then. We keep in mind, this is, it feels like a new Flair. A Flair that is using everything that she's learned from Miku to a truly, not terrifying, but a truly, like, we understand, hey, she's learned, but you gotta keep in mind, there's another person who's been trained by Miku, and we just saw Randy Orton take a W. And shades of Randy with that DDT. Hangman's DDT as Futaba looks around saying, okay, you were trained by my deity, by my friend Miku. But that don't mean I still can't put you down. Flying Futaba! But there's no resiliency. That's 1, that's 2, and that's a kick out. Recently, we saw one finisher put away Flair before. Flying forearm. Hold on a minute. Flying forearm. Scoop slam after an atomic drop. Flair's got another sig. Walking over to the corner. Once again, we saw this before. 1, 2, tuning the band. Turn around. Super kick lands into the pin and again doesn't fall over. 1, 2. Once again, I forgot. That girl was also trained by Miku. Futaba Sakura was also trained by Miku. That much is true. Get to the guts. Are we about to see combustion lands again? With the ripcord, you essentially smash the head of your opponent into the mat and combustion. Sees a renewed Flair take a victory tonight. Running through a 2-time tag team champion in Futaba Sakura. And it looks like a little respect from two people who trained with a phenomenal trainer in Miku. Flair gets her moment here tonight at Rebellion. Take me back, give my stars. Good moment. And good, I was gonna say very good moment for Flair here tonight. That combustion, that thing looked like it hurt. That thing looked like it hurt. It don't just mix you up a little bit. It's also just like, okay, and now my head hurt. Now my whole face hurt. It don't feel good. We got 3 more matches here tonight, and we are going to keep going through them, and I am excited for this one. I am very excited for this one. We got two OC champions here in action. Jay Warlen, Woken M go one-on-one. A battle of OC champions as the stars. Go black. OC Revolution is this Saturday. And this man has not one, but 2 matches. Will do his diligence to defend the OC Championship. However, in the main event, it will be the past versus the present versus the future. It will be Golden versus Tartaros versus Jay. And not just Tartaros' final OC Revolution as his career winds down this summer, but also going to Golden's final OC Revolution as well. Wants to have the new OCs carry the division like he once did, leaving it in the hands of the future, and the future is bright in the hands of Jay Warlen. You love to see it. You have to keep in mind, Jay also very much a future star, because Jay competed in the Rumble, earning that spot in the OC Rumble, and got enough eliminations tied with you, I believe, to earn a spot in the ladder match at AV Mania for either the AWE Championship or the All-Star Championship, depending on who the Rumble winner selects. We're talking Mr. Antenna. That's Jay Warlen. But when we talk about the future of the OCs, you also have to mention newcomer in Woken. I don't remember if both of them debuted at the same OC Revolution, but they might have, and that was one of the most electric OC Revolutions we have ever had. It made some big names, and I would like to point out that these two have a little bit of shared history. Both competed in the actual Rumbles. Woken and Jay competed together, well, I guess against each other in a Gauntlet Eliminator match. No, a regular Gauntlet match earlier this year. Jay was able to come out on top. Then they competed together in Chance for Conquest, won that match together. Both went on to win their, I guess, respective Chances Conquest cash-ins. And tonight, they go one-on-one for the first time completely fresh against each other. Push in the corner. And a separation. I want to point out, both of these competitors have come a ways further than when they first interacted, when they first, ooh, wait a minute, big kick! When they first competed against each other, since they competed with each other. And tonight, they're seeing who's the best before, or at least who's the best tonight before they go into OC Revolution 10 to see who wins. Big fight feel here between these two OCs. Jay, goodness. No cheap shot from either competitor there. They go right back into grappling. There is a large amount of respect between these two, and I'll keep it a buck with you, between the power game, it might be pretty evenly matched. But again, a kick to the gut by Jay. In the ropes. Ugh! Rolling with that wheel kick. And Jay calling already for Woken to get up. Not up all the way. Knee strike right to the temple. And a coffin drop doesn't land. Looking like Arrow. In fact, we might have to start saying looking like Mondo, not for nothing these days. Shot to the back. Woken trying to wear down all the muscle that lies on the back and the chest of Jay Warlen. Kick right to the chest and midsection. And an elbow drop right to the chest right afterwards. Woken has been feeling the hurt in the head, and now, admittedly, Jay feeling the chest. Jay I was gonna say, we talked to Jay. Jay could have said no to this fight, and we would have understood because let's talk about it. Jay is fighting 2 times, not once but twice on Saturday. Just a couple days before in a match against Woken, that's not an easy match, but Jay's wanted this fight, Woken's wanted this fight, and tonight they've got it. Not out of I want to beat you up, not out of I hate you, not out of I want to just prove you who is better between the two. It is a matter of respect between these two individuals. They never got a 1v1 where they're both completely fresh. Tonight they get it, and right now Woken is putting on a show. A little advantage there for one. But just for one. Woken stood back up. Stomp. And turns Jay around. Both very close to working up signatures here tonight. Rolling Jay over. And a yank in the neck. And standing with that moonsault. Hold on a minute. Back to back to back. Jay's not stunned though. Jay has an opportunity, but that opportunity does land. Reversal of the finisher. Jay's beaten up bad. Needed that. A reversal right back by Woken. Woken not giving up either. Woken's not giving an inch here tonight with a spine buster. Going to the top rope. Jay's almost stunned. Woken, I'll tell you what, if Woken's able to hit this thing, Jay's still not stunned? Goodness! But locked into submission, Jay able to whip Woken off. Stepped out of the way. I do want to point out, Jay does have a signature, almost has a finisher too. Because of reversing that finisher. But what's going on here? It's been all Woken. Does that continue through the ropes, but stepping out of the way and landing hard? Just like that, if this set of stomps connects, Jay's got a signature and a finisher, and just like that, it could even this match out in Jay's favor. In the corner, we know the resiliency of Jay in that incredible match, going one-on-one against DJ in an underground matchup, 2 out of 3 falls. It took, oh my gosh, everything. Oh man, I was gonna say it took everything to put DJ away. Jay was able to walk out victorious. Did not go for a Claymore, instead missing that knee strike. And I want to point out, Woken actually almost has another finisher. Woken almost with another finisher, and if one more of these strikes hit, yeah, they do. Jay is in incredible trouble, but Jay with the reversal spear, caught out of the spear into a DDT. What is Woken on tonight? 1, 2, kick out. And I wanted to point out, Jay had no resiliency. Jay still has no resiliency. If Woken is able to hit a signature or a finisher, this match is put to close. Knee bar locked in deep, and look at the legs of Jay. Jay might have to tap out here. No, kick right to the face of Woken. Goodness, Jay is in dire straits. And another standing moonsault. And calling for Jay to get up again. And again rolling that knee. Has it in deep, goodness gracious. Forearm behind the ankle to wrench it even deeper. Jay might not be able to do the kicks as well as he's able to this Saturday. Stood back up again. Jay is struggling. Crossbody lands. But Jay kicks right back up. Has Woken on the shoulders. Face first into the turnbuckle. Went for a stomp there. Woken with a reversal. Caught with a bulldog DDT. Wheelbarrow, I'm sorry, DDT. The wheelbarrow bulldog, not a DDT. And a gosh, warpath! Has been waiting to try and hit that all match, but a kick out of one. Woken, my god! Again, nobody home for that coffin drop. A punch right to the top of the head of Jay. And I want to point out, Jay, again, very close to being stunned. Stood up to one knee. But reversal there. And a kicking combination knee strike onto Woken. Woken in the ropes. Jay, pop-up headbutt, starting to work his way back into this fight. But Woken stands up immediately. Jay not able to finish the taunts, but a couple of shots right to the guts. Maybe exactly what he needed as a wake-up call in this fight. Dragging Woken now, makes it to the corner, does. Makes it to the corner, Woken very close to being stunned. Head is stunned, head first. And a kick right to the chest outside of the ring. What is Jay gonna do here? Waits for Woken to step back in. Oh, wait a minute, Woken caught Jay. And goes for the pinfall right afterwards. May have caught Jay off guard. 1, 2. That's all. That is all tonight. We saw everything that it took to keep Jay down. When they were both completely fresh tonight, Woken got the job done. Neck breaker. And this is, keep in mind, 2 champions who both have to defend this Saturday. Look at that nasty move from Jay. Woken, we thought had this all in the bag, but 1, 2, we talk about that resiliency of Jay, that never say die attitude. It took Woken catching Jay off guard with a shoulder, I guess not a shoulder tackle, but I guess a shoulder thump, I don't know, right into the guts. And there was that Warpath. Warpath will catch you out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. That shot off the gut and then dropping the face of Jay. OC champion versus OC champion, Woken. Here tonight. All eyes were on Jay. And that was what inspired, and I think that's what woke up Woken, to be completely honest. All eyes maybe should be on Woken as well, coming in to this Saturday. Not an easy fight to win when it comes to Woken. And somebody might learn that this Saturday as well. Congratulations. As we move on in our show, we still have 2 matches to go. This would have been our main event. Tonight, it would have been on going one-on-one with Margaret. I don't know what to tell you, but I'll keep it a buck with you. I kind of wish this was the main event, but Shingo has made one more match, and we'll get there as those stars do their thing. Okay, well, this is not their song or their Titantron, but you know what? They're here, and I guess she's not coming out alone. She is coming out with the tag team champions. We're gonna have to talk to our sound person. I don't know what they're doing here tonight. They might be high. But it is what it is. On is here tonight with Charizard and Von Karma. Crack the Whip on officially a part of the gang. Against, once again, a woman who has very much looked great in defeat. We've had a couple superstars who have not taken huge wins recently, but have looked like megastars going out of the match and taking the loss. Tonight, Margaret goes one-on-one with On, as she suspects that On is the one, or some combination of On and Crack the Whip are the ones that attacked her to get Von Karma her spot in the Royal Crown tournament. Hey, Margaret, I need you to... Hey, don't slow down like that. That's crazy. Margaret here tonight versus On. And I'll tell you what. I guess it's Persona versus Persona. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Anywho, Panther. Margaret. It is, admittedly, anything goes. It's Extreme Rules. Are you ready? Well, if not, you better get ready, because it begins. Knee strike lands. And a kick to the back of the neck. Remember, Panther, not a seasoned, I was going to say neither of these two are incredibly seasoned in the AWE. That being said, Panther has really only had a handful of matches. Is a jersey on the March 7th list. March 7th, who will be speaking, I believe, this Friday on the Beaten Path Ticket to Paradise. We'll see how it all plays out, though. Oh my gosh, up and down. And what is going on here? Kick, knee strike, goodness gracious, to the guts, and just wearing Margaret down. Not going outside the ring for anything quite yet, but Margaret stands right back up and says, okay, yeah, I'll get her. Easy peasy. That's one. Just one. This is the winner of the Rumble. Can you imagine, really, if Margaret's able to pin the winner of the Rumble? Von Karma removes the turnbuckle, which admittedly in this fight is legal. All legal in terms of one-on-ones. Wait a minute. Sent down, and I need to keep reminding you guys, Margaret's not an easy fight. Ugh! Oh my gosh! That was almost a deadly combination. Throat into the exposed turnbuckle, and then a shot to the knee. That's like, you might get vertigo, you might get whiplash based on how many directions you're going after that. But a kick out, as Margaret is ready. But I'll tell you what is on ready for Margaret is the million-dollar question. Shot to the nose, and a suplex lands. Keep in mind that Margaret is the, I don't know if human is the right word, the not-so-human suplexing machine, just speared on! My gosh! Has the arm, yanks on, sends her down right on her back. And what is, okay, little shades of Hina here with the submission hold. Not sure if that's quite a let her win. It feels like it's I don't know what she would be doing if we're maybe looking at her true self. DDT though out of nowhere by On. Picture perfect. As now has the head of Margaret, a single strike right to the forehead. A measured strike like that is enough to bust somebody open if you're not careful. And if you start to see blood, that changes how you fight a match. Not hitting that kick. On has a signature built up though. Maybe looking to use it right here, right now. Goes under, goes over, goes, nowhere. As the power of Margaret just too much for Panther here tonight. 1, 2, kick out. Remember, this is Extreme Rules. Nobody's getting extreme here tonight. They're having a real standard 1v1. Hold on. Goodness, turned around into that unprettier, nasty work. No resiliency. Oh, there is resilience from Margaret. She doesn't use it though. No resiliency burned is what I meant to say. But she might have to burn it here. This is the move that put Yukiko through a pane of glass very recently at Inferno, or I think at 1 to 2, kick out, resiliency burn. At the last fracture, actually. Stood back up. Clothesline into the corner. And Margaret kind of, not stomping, just sending the heels into the chest. Looking, oh my gosh. Did you see On afterwards? Just convulsing. Goodness, still convulsing. Pushed to the side though. On's got heels of her own and she's not afraid to use them. Stood back up. Sends Margaret to the outside. Remember, once again, anything goes in this fight. It is Extreme Rules. Shot to the arm. On, going all the way up. And going all the way through the distance, the height. My gosh, but somehow, some way, Margaret still fights through. And a big boot. Or maybe a big heel right to the jaw, maybe right to the cheek. And there's that power game from the human suplexing machine. Stood up one more time. But a reversal of the signature leaves On right back in control. Kick to the side, turned around. And we saw this. Woo! Dropped her face first And somehow, someway, we're just seeing a weapon brought into this matchup. No, 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 not a sledgehammer. And another one right to the thigh. And a third one doesn't land. But a Hurricane Rana sure does almost send her into the chair. On almost sent herself into the chair, too. Couple big stomps, and now over there, the Margaret almost looking like a traffic light in terms of her body. On bringing Margaret right back in the ring, realizes I might be able to finish this off right here, right now. Let me climb all the way up, and let me put Margaret away with a beautiful 450 for 1 for 2. And don't forget who we're dealing with. This is Margaret we're talking about. Rolled out of the way, but again, this time hit the back. She still might be in trouble. On's got 2 finishers. 2 finishers, and this one lands again. On is walking through Margaret. Oh my gosh. 1, 2. On mid-business. On mint business here tonight. Did not do anything too flashy. We know On to be very playful in the ring. That seems to have changed a little bit. Not even a little bit, maybe changed a lot of bit. Dropped over and over again. Margaret on her forehead. 1, 2, and I'll tell you what. When Margaret's throat went into that exposed turnbuckle, I gotta keep it a buck with you. She wasn't quite the same in terms of fighting when that happened. We might be looking at an injury to the throat, maybe crushed her windpipe low-key. You can't breathe, you can't fight. Even right there, you saw when she was turning around, she was coughing into her hand. Goodness, the medics are gonna have to check on Margaret after this fight, but that does not take away anything from the On victory. Margaret, even with a crushed windpipe, was not about. Oh, but now that I think about it, if she did crush her windpipe, that last move where it's essentially you're low-key strangling yourself and then you drop yourself onto your neck. Oh. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I'm glad I saw that during the replay. Hopefully the medical team can treat her. But tonight, Crack the Whip took the victory. I guess congratulations to them. I don't know if that gives us an answer to who attacked Margaret, but I think that might be it. Now, this is where I would, hopefully, this is where I would have been like, all right, that's the end of our episode. That is the end of our rebellion. But, I cannot say that. There's something I cannot say. Because we still have one more match. It is Mondo going one-on-one with who? I can't say for certain, but I believe we are about to find out. Our main event, as the stars go. Black. Putting my controller down. Oh. I need to put my glasses on. Ladies and gentlemen. That's Third Law White. Okay, so Third Law White has attacked what, Mondo and Pi, I think, during their matches in the past? Question mark? That sounds correct to me. I don't like this. I feel like Pi was also trying to get Third Law White to come to fight him specifically. But instead, now it's Third Law White versus Mondo one-on-one for Mondo's job, first of all. Well, maybe I guess second of all. First of all, Mondo's something else, his whole timeline, dude. Not just his timeline. I'm talking, think about how many people this affects as we see Mondo come down. Think about how many people this affects. This not only affects Mondo Owado, It affects your Ibukis, your Hinas, your Sakuras, your Mitarais, your Makotos, your Kazuichis, well, Shuichi's dead. I guess we've already affected the timeline in that regard. There's a lot of other characters. Your Fuihikos, your Pekos, at least they're here together. Man, dude. Your Ryomas, your Kaitos. There's so many, like, I'm just, like, sitting down thinking about it. This is a rough situation. It's all because... Okay. To say it's all because Pai can't keep his mouth shut is... It's yes and no. Because it's Shingo's fault too. Shingo didn't have to respond like this. Mondo is an innocent party in all that transpired there, and is already getting power bombed in a nasty fashion. Oh boy, this is going to be not so good. Yank the arm back. Third Law White versus Mondo for Mondo's job and the Danganronpa timeline that is connected to the AWE. If that closes, nobody there can go home, and I think the one solace is, admittedly, the Danganronpa world is not that good. They have had some real world destruction, haven't they? So this world's probably better than theirs. That much is fine, but you know, some of them still have family, have parents that they'd never be able to go back and see. The world is, you know, rebuilding, repopulating over in Danganronpa. I'm just saying, dude. This is bad. This is very, very, very much bad. As we go on, wait a minute. Pushed away. And Mondo with a, look, hey, get any cheap shots you can, Mondo, not for nothing. My glasses, they are not unbiased glasses. They just help me see, and you know what I need to see? Mondo get a victory over Third Law White. Going for a shot there, but Third Law White sweeping the leg. Grabbing the arm, and now look at this, a triangle hold. Mondo, however, using that power game to lift up Third Law White and slammed down into the mat. Pai? It's not surprising to see Pai. This matchup, we were told, needs to finish. There will be no easy disqualification. Pai can't just come in and hit Mondo. If Pai came in and hit Mondo and caused a DQ, that's not a victory. The match cannot end this way. It is count out, pinfall, or submission, no disqualification. Shingo Lamingo wants a guaranteed decision here, unless it's a double count out. Which honestly is fine by me. That's fine by me. Oh, come on, Mondo. Yeah, I see. Okay, Mondo looking like a grappling king here tonight, but now the arm of Mondo stuck behind him. Mondo might be able to grapple out of this, though. No, Third Law White still in control, wrenching that arm back. Pai kind of just standing there watching. Hold on a minute. Mondo pushing, okay, pushing Third Law White away. Oh, wait a minute. Pai, I think, accidentally hit Mondo with that move. Pai jumping over the top rope, stomping on Third Law White, calling for Third Law White to get up. Wait, is Pai about to outside the ring hit the slice of pie? Does land! That's big! That's big for Mondo! And a knee strike right afterwards. Count of two, count out. We'll still get a victory for Mondo here. Mondo, what are you doing? Mondo, what are you doing? You could have taken a count out, Mondo. What are you doing? Count of one. And got the reversal on the Mondo. What the heck are you doing? Responds, returns fire with a shot right to the midsection, but a reversal sends Mondo towards the steel steps. We're at a count of three, and Mondo, I swear, if you screw this up. Lord have mercy, Mondo, if you screw this up. He's not going to get counted out, at least. Okay, I don't know what Third Law's signatures or finishers are, admittedly, but Mondo dropping Third Law White, and keep in mind, did just get hit with a finisher, 1, 2, no resiliency's burned. Got hit with a slice of pie. Nothing from Mondo. Mondo has been, I don't want to say mediocre. That's not fair. Over the top rope. Rage is up. A shot. And a DDT onto the apron. Mondo, you gotta get yourself together, boy. Because this could be bad news. Bears double stomp on the knees. Continue trying to stomp Mondo. German suplex into head first. Oh my gosh, head first into the steps. And a steel chair right afterwards. Mondo might not be able to move anymore. He might be paralyzed. He really might be paralyzed. Oh my gosh! He's alive. Oh my gosh, he's alive. I was really worried about him. Like, I was legit style worried about him. We're at a count of 2. Third Law White is now back in full control of this matchup, which seemed like, with the help of Pi, may have been able to bring Mondo back some life. That life is now gone. But a kendo stick. Hey, yeah, use whatever you can at this point, Mondo. Come on, come on, come on. Once again, you're not fighting just for you. You ain't fighting just for you. You are fighting for every Danganronpa character here. Knee strike lands. Mondo kips right back up. I think hopefully that got through to him because he needs to bring the fight. He no longer has a signature or a finisher. And instead, he's trying to taunt. I swear if this is resiliency. Dude. Oh, I am worried. Wait a minute, reverse the finisher. Reverse the finisher and tosses Third Law White. I'm not sure what Third Law White was going for. It looked like some sort of German suplex, but Mondo very easily could clean the clock of Third Law White. Popped up and sent down. I think his shoulder may have landed on that chair. Mondo probably fighting through all sorts of whatever's going through his head right now. Running through his head. Maybe nothing's running through his head at this point. Third Law White stunned. Third Law White is stunned. Climbing up to the top rope. That's a little close. Can you hit the shooting star from there? Okay, he got that. All right, he got all that. Hold on a minute. 1, come on. 2, come on, resiliency. There's a world, there's a chance. There's an opportunity. We can do it. Bullying the referee. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh, but bullied right into a German, but there's a rope break. Apparently there's rope break in this matchup. Oh, okay, I'll take it. We take those. Steel chair twice to the chest. And a head full of steel. Tried to turn him around. Shot to the back. Into the ropes. Popped up. But reversal from Third Law White. Into the ropes again. Mondo does still have resiliency. Dropped on his head. Mondo rolls to the outside. Oh my gosh. Every time I think something's going strongly in the favor of Mondo, it just turns itself entirely around. Count of 1. Reversal by Mondo, still on the outside. Mondo almost has a finisher and a signature worked up. Running, low drop kick, got the finisher. Count of 3, looks to go back into the ring. Come on, come on. Oh, no, he goes to get a weapon. Baseball bat. Little crazy diamond action here. Big boot, though, by Third Law White. Come on, Mondo, you gotta get up. Mondo, you gotta get up. Third Law White does not want this to end by countout. Does not want this thing to end by countout. Knocks the chair out of the hands of Third Law White. Come on, goes after the knee. Come on. Elbow drop lands. Come on, Mondo. You got a signature. Yeah, land it, Mondo. Hit your finisher too. Hit everything. Hit everything you can, Mondo, while you're out here. Hit it all. Yeah, send him into the, put him to the announcer's table. Do whatever you gotta do, Mondo. Come on. Again into the announcer's table. Come on, Mondo. Drop kick. Okay, come on, Mondo. Come on. Count of 5. Oh, but Third Law White stood right back up. but maybe walking right into the nope, didn't walk right into the clean your clock. Mondo has no resiliency built up. I think he realizes that pushing the face of third law white out of the way. Couple of shots, but deep hip toss. No. If this thing lands, Mondo doesn't have resiliency. Come on, Mondo. Come on, German suplex. Doesn't reverse it. Does have resiliency, though. He's got resiliency. And that time to drag him away from the ropes. Come on, Mondo. Come on, my guy. Come on. If you don't burn, that's even better. Just don't burn. Come on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He still got 2 finishers. He should still be able to win this matchup. I think he was going for that. He was going for a clean your clock there, but was not fast enough. Oh my gosh. The steel steps are in the ring. Stood up. And now they're trading blows. Come, Mondo, you cannot lose this battle of trading blows. You have to. Because if you lose it, he's got a signature. Come on, Mondo. Come on, Mondo. Mondo, you gotta block 1. Or at least don't get blocked. I'm fine with this thing evening out. Oh my gosh. Oh, no. Okay, evened out. Okay, block 1 more. Come on, Mondo. Yeah, come on, Mondo. Oh, it's even again. Come on. Mondo, you gotta get the advantage. Come on, Mondo. Come on. No, they're dead even. But no! Come on, no! No! Not into the steel steps as well! I don't know what to say. That was the that exchange of blows was the last chance. And here's the thing, Mondo was bullying the referee. German suplex in the steel steps. And a count of 3. That was. This is awful. I'm legit. Man. I took a walk. On 1, Woken M1, Flair 1, Randy Orton 1, Mona and Cherry. but Mondo lost. And is fired. Got so many members of our roster that can't go back home. That the AWE is their home. And Mondo, even more specifically, doesn't have a job anymore. Well, the next show is not actually Rebellion. That's incorrect. It is actually Inferno. It is on the beaten path, and then it will be OC Revolution. So this is just wrong. Everything is wrong. Everything feels wrong as to what's going on right now. This isn't something we can just fix either. But it's something we have to stop from happening. I'm just gonna end. There's a lot of things that we're gonna have to figure out. Bring me back. Do your voting. The Flame Tribe will be here on Friday outside of Yukiko, who I think is still healing. March will be here. We'll have, I think, some golden ticket qualifiers for the 4th spots, I believe. But more importantly, we're gonna have to handle whatever just unfolded. I am the United States Aviator. I'm taking off. Dang. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for thank you. We'll figure this out.